talking about the Love Island star Mike Thalasitis, and it's the second suicide in 9 months of people who've been on Love Island. I don't know if there's any connection, but I guess you know that world, and whether it raises you up and then it just drops you.
Yeah, this is this really affected me, and I've only met Mike a couple of times, and he was such a lovely lad. And first off, I just want to send regard to friends and family, just my regards, because it's just terrible. And I just feel reality TV in itself. I didn't obviously do Love Island, so I don't know. But the aftercare from I'm a Celeb and stuff like that was always pretty good. But I think it's just more important as a man that we do need to just talk and not worry about this whole man-up culture of if something's wrong, you can't say it. Luckily enough, my dad's not with us anymore, but he would be so open with me, and he would say, if you have anything, talk about it and open up, and don't be afraid to cry, and don't be afraid. And I just think we're just so... Social media just paints such a picture, and people are trying to follow that picture, and it shows the perfect life, and nothing in life is perfect, unfortunately. And it really upsets me that these kind of things happen, because this shouldn't be happening. I just wonder if this particular kind of programme is unhealthy for a certain person. I'll just give you a tiny example. I mean, I was talking to somebody who was voted off Strictly once. Now, this is someone who's quite well known. And she said, God, the day I left, there was no one rang, nothing. I was just back to normal life. And she said, I found it really hard. And in the end, I had to have a bit of counselling. I'm sure. Now, that's an absolutely straightforward, wonderful show. Yeah. But it's that thing of you ride this wave and then it drops you. It's crazy, because before I did reality TV, I was a bricklayer, a lifeguard, and I didn't have to worry about anything. And then you get thrown into this kind of public spotlight, and everything's scrutinised. And if you're painted in a certain way on one of these reality shows, it's so hard to get rid of that stigma. And the amount of abuse you can receive on social media can make anyone down, no matter how strong you are. And I've been in horrible places before. Luckily, not through social media, because that's water off a duck's back with me. I don't care what you say. As long as my friends and family love me for who I am, I don't care if you've got an opinion on me, because you don't know the real me. I suffered quite a lot after my brother and my dad died. And luckily enough, I was open enough to talk about it, but I could have easily gone down a downward spiral. So I can't say enough how important it is. Just be nice.
Don't you think the issue is the narrative? The fact is it is the way that people are painted. You're painted either in a great light or a bad light. The fact it's all in the editing anyway. And I think you have no sense of what actually the way you're being perceived until you come out and then you see the things that are being written about you.
Yes, there is might not have been very good. Yeah.
Sorry?
It might not have been very good.
It might not have been very good.
I should say, just because I don't want to get all this to go back to Love Island, ITV saying they do take the welfare of Love Island contestants very seriously, and they make psychologists and medics available before, after and during the show. So I think they're wised up to this.
But also, I think partly for the contestants, they probably don't know when to ask for more help, and they don't know that they're going to be in trouble later on. And I think also it's a little bit like we were talking earlier about Instagram. The point is that actually none of this is real. You let people see what you want them to see.
Not real.
And so
go on, Ash, quickly.
And the thing that lots of people don't know about Mike is that he was a carer for his grandmother. Yeah. She tragically passed away, I think, 2 days before he took his own life. And just a few months ago, his best friend died as well. Yeah. And I think you're completely right. This is a much bigger issue than just reality television. Yeah. Suicide is the biggest killer of men under the age of 45. And we need to get better at providing mental health care for people.
And you do say they do provide help, but it's obviously not enough.